Hi again then guys, and welcome to another straight line build, in particular, of course, for speed on Horizon 3, and this particular car is a personal favourite of mine, the Saleen S7. I would say this is probably America's best all-round supercar, or at least has been for a long time. Maybe now with the new Ford GT you could argue that that one might be, but for me it's still the Saleen S7. On Horizon 3 though, this isn't quite as dominating as you'd hope, and the reason why is because it doesn't have the power of many of the other cars. It's got around, say, 400 or so horsepower less than many of the other engine-converted vehicles, and that really is a shame, because if this had that same engine, it would be one of the quickest cars in the game. Now, as far as performance, it's no slouch, don't get me wrong. This is still almost a 270 mph machine. Now, as far as the upgrades, you do want to give it the engine swap. I would recommend that Viper conversion. All-wheel drive, fairly obviously, unless you're opposed to it, and obviously the twin-turbo. As far as the rest, you know the drill. Lower the weight, raise the power, increase grip, all that kind of thing. As you can see, I don't have the front or rear wings, and I would not recommend those basically ever for straight-line performance tunes. Now, speaking of tunes, the tuning side of things, which is how to unlock all the potential of that massive power, you can see the numbers are good, just not as good as they arguably deserve to be. 2 seconds to 60, 4.4 basically to 100, 268 flat out, and that's with 400 horsepower less than many of its rivals. So the potential is definitely there, it's just a shame that we're not allowed to unlock it. Now, as far as the gearbox, I would recommend a final drive of 2.78, then individual gears of 2.9, 2, 1.5, 1.15, 0.95 and 0.78. For the alignment, of course, if you've been on my channel before, you know the drill. Neutral, camber and toe, unless you specifically want it to be otherwise. On this one, I've gone for a higher caster angle for high-speed stability, but you don't need to do that. You could take it much lower for lower speed stability if you want to. It depends what you need. As far as anti-roll, we've got those on 24 and 26. Springs on 110 and 210 with the lowest ride height. Dampers on 10, 17, 5 and 7. Aero doesn't apply, and as I said, I would not recommend the wings. And as far as the diff, basically as we always do, 100% on acceleration, 0 on deceleration, and for this particular car, a 76% split in favour of the rear wheels. So overall, if you do decide to use this tune, or get it from my storefront, as you can with all of my builds by using the keywords in the description down below, then either way, I hope you find it fun, and even though it's not the fastest, it's certainly competitive enough to still win races. So either way, I hope you find it fun and competitive, as I said, and if you'd like to keep up with other builds like this, of course you could slap subscribe down below. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.